Kevin Samuels. He was a controversial relationship guru, but then this happened.
I'm not sure what it is, but just he's not breathing. I'm trying to give him CPR, and he's breathing now, but I think he has a irregular rhythm. Please hurry.
Rumors swirling on social media are now confirmed. Self-proclaimed relationship guru and viral YouTuber Kevin Samuels has died in Atlanta.
And I know that death is a part of life. And I know I'm gonna gather myself.
And I am so happy your daddy's dead. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful day for Black women, as someone said. A great day, a joyous day. Every single one of you that spew nonsense like that, may you also be dropping at 56 years old. He's dead. Down on the ground, baby. In hell. That's where he is, sitting next to Hitler. Great to see that your daddy died. I hope more of them drop dead. And he died alone. And he died from cholesterol. Oh, that is so funny. So funny.
I watched all of Kevin Samuels' videos, and what I discovered is very surprising. Who are these women who supported Kevin Samuels? Why did many people celebrate his untimely death? Kevin Samuels was born on March 13th, 1969.
You were born in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma?
Yes.
Now, even as far back then, he was obsessed with fashion, and he did his best to make statements with anything that he was wearing. This led to a lot of awkward conversations with his mother, who thought that his son was possibly gay, but then she quickly realized that he was just very, very self-conscious about the way that he dressed.
Figuring stuff out, I guess you worked for the Real Yellow Pages at one point, but eventually that led to you forming your own image consulting company.
And Kevin would design signature looks for his clients that would work for any occasion. He then turned to social media to extend his reach, and this idea would wind up working unbelievably well for him. Kevin would begin uploading content on a regular basis.
Welcome to the channel where fashion meets fragrance. My name is Kevin Samuels.
And eventually, relationships.
You kind of talk like a traditional man. What's wrong with her wanting to be courted? Nothing if she's truly a traditional woman.
But we still need to answer the question, why did so many people celebrate his untimely death? Kevin Samuels was popular for his value matrix for men and women. If you're a woman, the main thing was your physical attractiveness, and for males,
starts with money.
It was a very simplistic framework of dividing men and also dividing women into different classes, and in this framework, high-value men typically match with other high-value women. His biggest frustration appears was women who from his perception had incorrectly scored themselves.
If you had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 and you can't use 7, face only, no hair extensions, your natural hair, your natural face, what would you give yourself?
Interesting. 8.
Nope.
No?
No. Beyonce's an 8. Kelly Rowland's a 9. You give yourself Beyonce looks?
I mean, is a woman believing that they're a 10 out of 10 delusional? Some have said, shouldn't parents instill in their daughters that they're very attractive, maybe even a 10? Nonetheless, Kevin would use his system on women he deemed had overestimated their value in the dating marketplace.
So, average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So,
stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there, breathe and digest.
Many people were very divided regarding this rating system. Some viewed this as forcing women to be more realistic with their expectations. And a few women surprisingly thanked him for helping them to open their eyes and want to increase their own value. Kevin would occasionally use the same system on men as well.
How tall are you?
I'm only 5'5". Just turned.
What kind of shape are you in?
I'm overweight, working on it right now.
Okay. You got 2 struggles already. You can't be short and fat.
Yeah.
All right, bro. So short, don't have to worry about that. But your weight and your money, with your confidence.
Oh.
Why would the female of the species want to take your genes and put them into the next generation?
Some would say that this is tough love and harsh truth. Others would call this bullying for the sake of entertainment. But it gets a lot worse than this. What Kevin would do next would send shockwaves around the whole internet. On the 19th of December 2020, the internet would blow up with a video that Kevin Samuels uploaded called Average at Best.
I honestly want a six-figure guy, is what I'm realizing.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
The guys you want aren't asking you out.
The woman calls up on a show specifically for disagreements, but she's very eager to get some relationship advice from Kevin Samuels instead.
What you're basically trying to do is, I have a disagreement day, and you basically came in and said, damn your topic, I want to ask you what I want to ask you. And but you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one.
And in this video, Kevin can be seen trying to manage the woman's expectations of a future spouse. The woman pretty much wants a six-figure man, but according to Kevin Samuels' system, she ranks really low.
35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners, who women across the country want that?
This video would become viral and bring in thousands of subscribers, and the internet, as it always does, it reacted.
What would you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
You ain't making but $400, so you want a Beyonce.
So you telling me you want a high quality man, right?
Yes.
Rate yourself from 1 to 10. And you can't use 7.
I can't use 7. Why
Don't
can't
overtalk me. You cannot use 7. Rate yourself 1 to 10. Be honest.
I'll say I'm 8, maybe. What?
Okay, so you're up there with Rihanna? Ma'am, you're a 4 at best.
Kevin Samuels is not the only male profiting from the relationship struggles of black women.
When you mock or belittle us, you enforce an existing system.
Shonda Rhimes writes her autobiography. It should be called How to Get Away with Being an Angry Black Woman.
Black women have suffered a lot historically, which is sometimes never really acknowledged. But the pain, particularly the relational misfortunes facing many black women, this creates a lucrative business opportunity for those that are willing to take advantage. Steve Harvey, before he was widely known as the host of Family Feud and the Miss Universe pageant, Harvey was writing relationship manuals for black women and turning them into box office hits, consequently contributing to his net worth estimated at $200 million. Derek Jackson, who made a platform for himself as a relationship advisor with his videos.
How a man treats you is how he feels about you.
He managed to make a lot of money primarily from black women. Some would actually describe him as the opposite of Kevin Samuels. He was loved by black women, but also disliked by a lot of black men at worst.
Derek Jackson himself is a cheater. Oh, he just got exposed by a woman named Candace.
And Steven Speaks, an author, speaker, certified relationship coach, has gained nearly 1 million subscribers on YouTube to an audience primarily comprising of black women, and consequently has made a lot of money. The relationship misfortunes of black women appear to be a very lucrative, money-making opportunity, as we have learned from Kevin Samuels and all the other relationship gurus. But the real question is, why did so many black men follow Kevin Samuels?
Whether you like Trump or dislike Trump is irrelevant. Trump understood one thing. He understood how to talk to people who felt disaffected.
Kevin Samuels likens himself to Donald Trump, which is very ironic as he's arguably as polarizing as he was. Donald Trump and Kevin Samuels have a few things in common.
We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God.
They both learned how to cater to people who felt unheard. He was also offering pushback against the extremist feminist views.
Do you think saying men are trash hinders or helps the relationship between men and women?
Because I think it reminds them, it's awareness, exactly. It reminds them that they...
And rhetoric that might be considered as hatred or discrimination against black men. I mean, it's one thing to uplift black men, but many black women felt like he was contributing towards hate towards them, particularly with his rhetoric and the tone in which he spoke.
You're 35 years old and you're unmarried. You are a leftover woman. A leftover woman. You are what is left. Men know that there's something likely wrong with you.
Even with this rhetoric, there's a strong army of black women who support Kevin Samuels. But the question is, who are these women? And why do they support Kevin Samuels?
I have lost 40 pounds listening to you. I have got therapy. I moved to a new city. I wear dresses on Fridays and the weekends. I have a dress on now.
Was it embarrassing to go on Kevin's show? Absolutely. Did it turn into something positive? I think so. I mean, I really think so. Okay, he gave us some advice. He pointed out some weak spots.
It appears that Kevin Samuels' conservative traditional views combined with his harsh delivery have caused a lot of controversy online. Or is it possible that controversy and being harsh generated more views, especially as most of his shows were live and hundreds of people gave money for their comments to be highlighted? It's honestly very hard to tell what his true motivations were. Although I'm personally not a fan of Kevin Samuels' ideologies around male-female value, I would never wish death on anyone. However, one thing we can learn from Kevin Samuels is that there is a void of relationship teachers amongst black men and women, and there seems to be a lot of hatred between many of them. And although Kevin Samuels is gone, the gender war, particularly between black men and black women, must not continue.